Hello YouTube, Grand Captain Speedy Dash here. Last time on What If Bulma Became Capsule Woman, Bulma decided she wasn't gonna wait on the sidelines and headed off to help Goku against Vegeta. How will Bulma's assistance affect Goku's battle with Vegeta? Find out now. Bulma and Yajirobe approach Goku just as he finished his Kamehameha. Yajirobe congratulates Goku for winning, with Bulma thinking she was late, but Goku states that Vegeta is still alive and that they should leave before Vegeta returns. Bulma states she's here to help, while Yajirobe has already noped out. While waiting for Vegeta, Bulma gives Goku the portion of a senzu she didn't eat, as well as the earpiece to let them communicate while fighting Vegeta. After some time, Vegeta came back down and complimented Goku for destroying the moon. Goku is confused while Bulma feels a little relieved, but Vegeta soon follows it up with that he can create an artificial moon before doing so. Oozaru Vegeta surprises Goku, with both Bulma and Goku being mostly helpless. Goku states if only he had the time to charge a spirit bomb, they could win, with Bulma saying that once her last resort arrives, Goku needs to start charging it while she holds off Vegeta. Shortly, Bulma's giant breaker arrives with her jumping into it while Goku starts charging a spirit bomb. Vegeta laughs at her jumping into a giant tin can and says he'll enjoy crushing her in it. Giant Breaker immediately begins falling apart, with her suit yelling warnings to retreat, but Bulma continues to push the suit harder to buy time for Goku. Vegeta realizes Bulma is just buying time and quickly launches a mouth blast at Goku, stopping Goku from launching the spirit bomb. After knocking Bulma down, Vegeta leaps over to Goku, landing on Goku's legs, crushing them. Bulma rushes over, aiming for Vegeta's tail, but Vegeta dodges before ripping off Giant Breaker's left arm, then proceeding to begin crushing the head. It all seems hopeless when suddenly Vegeta recoils in pain from Yajirobe cutting off his tail. Vegeta is furious that he didn't realize there was a third fighter, with Bulma taking advantage of Vegeta being distracted to grab Vegeta. As Vegeta is overpowering the last bit of strength of the Giant Breaker, Bulma shouts for Goku to do something, with Goku launching what he didn't lose of the Spirit Bomb. Vegeta is unable to break free in time and is hit by the Spirit Bomb, destroying the Giant Breaker's arm while blasting Vegeta high into the sky. The Giant Breaker shuts down, completely trashed, with Bulma just barely flying down to Goku. Gohan and Krillin arrive as they decided they want to help, but Bulma states that it's over. Vegeta just then comes crashing back down to Earth, with Krillin suggesting digging a grave, but Vegeta wakes up and states they are the ones that need a grave. Krillin is knocked away while everyone is in disbelief at the nightmare they find themselves in. Vegeta shouts that a high-class Saiyan like him would never lose to scum like them before doing an explosive wave, knocking Bulma out. Bulma wakes up on an airship, leaving the scene. Krillin explains what happened since she passed out, as well as the chance of wishing Piccolo back. Goku gets in contact with King Kai to learn the location of Namek, but Bulma has bad news that even the fastest spaceship the Capsule Corp could make would take thousands of years to get to Namek. Krillin points out that they could use Nappa's spaceship, showing off Vegeta's remote, with everyone seeming optimistic. Bulma arrives at the hospital and uses the remote, but hits the wrong button, triggering the pod to self-destruct. Everyone is depressed until Mr. Popo comes with some hope as he thinks he knows of another spaceship, with Bulma going with him to check. After reaching the spaceship, Bulma confirms it is a spaceship, and she realizes that the ship would be fast enough to get them to Namek in a month. 10 days pass until they meet at Kami House with the retrofitted Namekian spaceship. Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan enter the spaceship and leave for planet Namek. While traveling through space, the three do image training to keep their skills sharp. Bulma does have an edge in power over the two, but Krillin is quite the skillful fighter, always keeping the others on their toes. Finally, they arrive on Namek, with them being surprised by the strong beings they sense as they land, and that a group of strong beings have 4 Dragon Balls. Bulma does initially brush it off because of how strong Piccolo was, but suddenly they see a space pod and recognize the ki of Vegeta, with them quickly suppressing their ki. Bulma contacts Master Roshi before suggesting Krillin and Gohan head back to Earth to get Goku, while she attempts to collect the Dragon Balls stealthily, but 2 of Frieza's soldiers show up and damage the spaceship. Krillin and Bulma attack the soldiers before they suppress their ki again and quickly leave the area. Sensing the group of keys beginning to move, they all hide, and as soon as the keys pass, Krillin asks about where the Dragon Balls are, with Bulma confirming that the Dragon Balls were with them and that they were heading to another Dragon Ball. Krillin and Gohan decide they're going to check the situation out, and Bulma says they need to be careful, before stating she's going to set up a capsule home in the cave as a kind of home base. As Bulma finishes setting everything up, she then tries to get in contact with Earth again. After a bit of trying, Bulma gets in contact with her father, learning that Goku is on his way and should arrive in 6 days. Just then, she senses an unfamiliar small key enter the cave and prepares to confront it. Bulma is relieved when she finds Krillin, Gohan, and a Namekian child, with her giving the good news before they enter the house to unwind. Their relaxation is soon interrupted as they sense a group of keys disappearing, with a familiar key at the center of it. Dende is still confused at who they are, and after talking with them further, suggests he shows them to Grand Elder Guru, with Krillin going with Dende. Bulma soon realizes that the village Vegeta destroyed still has the Dragon Ball there. Gohan asks for the radar so he could get the Dragon Ball, with Bulma thinking about getting it herself, but him saying he wants to be useful convinces her to let him do it. Bulma is waiting outside when Krillin arrives, with her being surprised by the size of the Dragon Ball and Krillin's jump in power. Vegeta lands, stating that he'll deal with them shortly, with Krillin being distraught at his mistake, hoping he lives to regret it. Zarbon lands, with Bulma questioning if Zarbon is a knight in shining armor, until he transforms, shocking Bulma. Vegeta starts fighting Zarbon, with it being clear who will win. Krillin grabs Bulma's hand and attempts to flee, but Vegeta throws some blasts to stop them. Zarbon gets a little room from this and manages to hit Vegeta, before Vegeta kills Zarbon. Vegeta demands that Krillin gives him the Dragon Ball, with Krillin getting Vegeta to agree to leave afterward, and once Vegeta gets the Dragon Ball, he euphorically leaves. Krillin and Bulma both sigh in relief, but they then begin worrying about Gohan, especially when Bulma sees the 2 Dragon Balls in the same location. Shortly, the Dragon Balls begin heading in opposite directions, with Gohan shortly arriving, just before they leave to find a new hiding spot. Once they are safe, Krillin expresses interest in having Gohan get his potential unlocked, with Bulma being interested in it as well. Gohan asks what they should do with the Dragon Ball, with Bulma suggesting they bury it in a nearby cave, so that if they fail, then the others won't be able to get a wish on the Dragon Balls either. After some time, they get close to Grand Elder Guru and decide to rush the last leg. It isn't long before Vegeta starts closing in, with Krillin stating he'll buy them time while they continue. Gohan gets his potential awakened by Grand Elder Guru, with him quickly going to assist Krillin. Bulma approaches Grand Elder Guru, with him being surprised at how smart she is, with the awakening causing more of an increase of mental ability rather than physical. Just after Bulma regrouped with Krillin and Gohan, Dende comes out stating that Grand Elder Guru said there is a great unknown power coming to Namek. Krillin jumps to the conclusion that it's Goku, but Bulma and Gohan notice its multiple power levels, with Vegeta realizing it's the Ginyu Force. Vegeta barters with them to allow him immortality for the promise to not harm Earth, and after Nail reveals that the Namekian Dragon Balls have multiple wishes, they finally agree. After picking up the Dragon Ball they buried, they rush to Vegeta's Dragon Balls, but the Ginyu Force land in their way. Vegeta attempts to throw a Dragon Ball, but Burter quickly catches up to it, with Vegeta telling Krillin to destroy the other Dragon Ball, but just before he tried, the Dragon Ball disappears. Ginyu says he'll take care of Vegeta while the others can figure out about the rest, but after some protests, Ginyu changes his mind, stating that he'll take the Dragon Balls back to Frieza while they decide who handles who. Playing Rochambeau, they decide that Goldo will get Krillin and Gohan, while Recoome will get Vegeta and Bulma. Goldo steps up to take on Krillin and Gohan, and is quickly overwhelmed, even with his Time Freeze ability. Suddenly, Goldo catches Gohan and Krillin in a telekinesis field, and prepares to skewer them, but just as Bulma was about to help, Vegeta jumps into the fight and kills Goldo. Jeice is upset that Ginyu will have to come up with new poses since they are now down a member. Recoome is excited that it's his turn and approaches Vegeta. Vegeta wastes no time jumping into the fight and launches a series of explosive attacks. As the smoke clears, Recoome states that was a good warm-up. This is where I'll end the part for now. How will Capsule Woman and Vegeta do against the seemingly invincible Recoome? Find out next time on What If Bulma Became Capsule Woman. If you enjoy my content, check out my Steam group and Discord to join the community I'm building, as well as liking the video and subscribing to my channel. And if you have any money to spare, maybe consider throwing a little of it my way. And as always, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are.